Hello everybody, welcome back to Demon Souls. Today we're going to be fighting Maiden Estrella, who is one of the coolest bosses in this game. She's right down here. Just like Dragon God, you don't have to go very far to fight her. She's got to be one of my favorite bosses in this game, simply because she's not even really a boss. She will literally, well, you'll see what I mean when we fight her.
Go forth, Galvin. May you be unharmed.
Yeah.
Leave us. There is nothing here. Please. Leave quietly.
Go over here before you start the fight, because you can get a free crystal lizard. I like to watch that cutscene every time because it's so nice. I'm going to show you guys how I do this boss fight. But I'm not going to explain it, I'm just going to let my actions explain it for me. Because I want to stay quiet during this boss so you guys can listen to this fucking epic music. I'm even going to turn it up.
Back. I shall let no harm. May you rot in the deepest depths of the swamp. Why must you pest? You and we live humble lives. Leave us be.
just like that, Maiden Estrella is defeated. And with it, we get the Pure Blood Demon Soul and the Ring of Sincere Prayer. As you might imagine, now you may be able to get some clue as to why that is my favorite boss fight in this game. It is just very... It just has a very... I keep, like, stumbling over my own words here. It just has a very sort of tragic feeling to it. I don't really know how to describe it. I'm not very good at, like, describing shit like that. But it's just a very emotional, very, like, tragic boss fight. I think it is one of the best boss fights in the game, if not the best. Simply because it's just a woman who thought she was doing good. Turns out she wasn't doing good. And she realizes she can't, like, stop you from taking her demon soul. So she just gives it to you. And essentially, in the process, by doing so, she literally kills herself. Takes her own life. Just because she knows she can't stop you. It's something very powerful and very just awesome about that whole boss fight. But enough about that. This is just the stuff I nerd out about. Because I love this fucking game. And now we have 125,000 souls to spend. So obviously we're going to put a lot of that into dexterity. Get some more attack power. I'm going to get up to 20 endurance. And then I guess maybe put the rest in dex. Why not? With a little more endurance, we might be able to equip some heavier stuff now. I honestly might be willing to take this Gloom Helm over the Dull Gold Helmet simply because it just adds so much resistances. It's just too good to pass up. I know you guys can't see it because I turned my helmet off. Just because I like to look at my character's face. But I guess for the rest of this playthrough, I could make it so you guys see my helmet. So, yeah, I guess this is my Fashion Souls, if you want to call it that. Alright, now I think we'll be going back to World 3 to defeat the boss in that world. So we're going to go ahead and use the Thief Ring? No, I think we'll use the Regenerator Ring. And we're definitely going to kill ourselves. Actually, honestly, there's no point to killing ourselves. World 3 is already at pure black world tendency, so killing ourselves would have no purpose. We wouldn't really be risking black world tendency when we already have black world tendency. And I did need more healing items there, so I bought some more, just for the sake of it. But yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed that boss fight, because I certainly fucking did. That's pretty much my strategy with it. I just parry Garl Vinland. If you have a buckler, you could parry his attacks pretty easily. As long as he's one-handing. If he's two-handing his weapon, his two-hand weapon attack is extremely fast and very hard to parry. But his one-handed attack is very easy to parry and sort of makes him a joke. I mean, you saw in the fight, I accidentally backed off a little too far. and Garl Vinland was able to restore all of his health. But then I immediately sort of like did all the damage back to him without like any fucking repercussions whatsoever. All I had to do was just parry him some more. Because that's all you really have to do to beat Garl Vinland. He's very easy if you do it that way. If you fight him normally without parrying him, he can be kind of... If you fight him normally without parrying him, he can be kind of annoying. Because his armor is very... He does have a lot of defense. And he also has that, like, magic attack that you saw him trying to do. That's called, I don't actually remember what that spell's called. I think it's like the equivalent of like the Wrath of the Gods in this game, where if you're within a certain radius when they cast that spell, it knocks you back and deals a ton of damage to you. Oh shit. I'm getting followed by so many enemies. Oh, thank God the elevator's here. Alright. Yeah, we still got a lot of time left in this episode, so maybe we'll be able to beat the Maneaters. That would be nice. I really hope my game doesn't crash between now and then. Because then I'm gonna lose my fucking recording of the Maiden Estrella boss fight. And that would be kinda sad. Of course, now that I say that, I'm gonna fucking jinx it, so... Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, I think we'll use Regenerator's Ring. I don't think the Thief Ring makes much of a difference here. Since these enemies are all so closely packed together, it's difficult to sneak around them. And he only had 2 health left with that last attack. Alright. So yeah, all you're going to want to do for this level really is just walk across this boardwalk until it takes you over to this cliffside over here. Get a little item while you're at it. Little Stone of Ephemeral Eyes there. And just come up on this cliff and, oh, here we go, Red Phantom enemy. Now, this will only happen if you have pure Black World tendency. Like I said, Black Phantom enemies will spawn, but this will only really happen when you have pure Black World tendency. Some Black Phantom enemies are not meant to be here unless you have that. There's another Black Phantom enemy up there. That's not supposed to be there. But we'll have to deal with him anyway. Thankfully, we're not taking too much damage here. Or, if any damage. Yeah, these enemies can be scary, though. Just think of a Black Phantom enemy as a normal enemy, but it can do way more damage. Like that. I mean, it literally just took like half my health with one hit. It's not fun. You do not want to get hit by that. Alright. Now we're going to come through here. Go up this way. What does that say? Thanks for reading. Thanks for taking the time to push X as you walk over this message. Little upvoting never hurt anyone. Okay, that's obviously a Reddit user. A Redditor playing this game. It's like, come on guys, give me some upvotes. Alright, now, oh, no. Okay. Now, these Black Phantom enemies are supposed to spawn here, regardless of your world tendency. But they are kind of a hassle to deal with because they are very strong, as you can see. One fucking hit from that spell took like 90% of my health. It's not a fun time. You have to be very careful around Black Phantom enemies. They will absolutely fuck your day up. Now that crystal lizard over there only really gives you like Mercury Stone, I think, when you kill it, so you don't really have to go for that crystal lizard. But if you want to get that crystal lizard, I suggest you equip the thief ring and sneak around these enemies to get to it. Because that can help you kill the crystal lizard without having to fight these guys too. The thief ring is very useful. That's regard. I will not get that crystal lizard because I don't need Mercury Stone. What I do need is Sharp Stone. Lots of Sharp Stone. And Blade Stone. Hey, more Black Phantom enemies. Yeah. Whenever we run into a Black Phantom enemy that is supposed to be here, I will mention it. If we run into a Black Phantom enemy that is supposed to be in this level, regardless of world tendency, I will mention it. I'm not gonna mention all of the Black Phantom enemies that spawn from pure Black world tendency. That would simply take too long, since there's a bunch of new spawns that come into the game when you enter pure Black tendency. Now we take this elevator up, and just like at the last tower, we gotta kill these praying folks. Just like that. I'll skip it, but yeah, the chain breaks and the big sludge guy falls down, and then you can go into that room, which is where the Ring of Avarice is, like I said before. And right after that, just like that, you're back at the start. So we've come full circle. But after you make that big thing fall down, break both chains, new enemies will start spawning on these bridges, like these scorpion guys. So you have to watch out for that. Now I'm going to show you guys how to get that Ring of Avarice. It is absolutely free. You do not have to do anything to get it. No special trick. It's just free. And once again, more new enemies. If we were playing on New Game Plus, this would be a pain in the ass, I'm telling you right now. This area is not very good in New Game Plus. These enemies can be very, very annoying. Alright, now what you want to do is just squeeze past and just start looting all the shit. The Epi Rapier and a gold mask. The Ring of Avarice, there you go. Increased soul gain by, I believe, 20 or 30%. It's pretty good. I highly recommend you use this ring when doing soul farming. It can definitely cut down on the time it takes for you to get your souls. Why do I keep pushing R2? Don't mean to do that. It's just keeps happening. Alrighty. And that does it for this room. Once you're done, just squeeze back through here and then you're done. But after you knock that big guy down, there's a new path that opens up to you, and it leads directly to the boss. And I think we have enough time to actually fight the boss too, so we'll do that too. Since we're here, we might as well. I don't know about you guys, but I love chocolate milk. It's fucking awesome. It makes you fat, and it's probably not healthy for you in large quantities. But damn is it tasty. That people tell me it's like, oh, that's a kid's drink. Ah, fuck off. It's fucking good. I don't care if fucking apple juice is a kid's drink, okay? It tastes good. I'ma drink it. But anyway, yeah. This giant fucking stairwell opens up to you after you knock that big guy down. And this Black Phantom always spawns here, regardless of world tendency, again. So you're just going to want to bait him into using that attack, and then as he walks towards you... Oh, fuck. Okay. That was a mistake on my part, but it's okay, because I didn't die. And as we all know, as long as you don't die, you're fine. Alright. Yeah, we definitely have enough time to fight the boss. It's not going to be an easy boss fight by any stretch of the imagination. In fact... no, never mind. I was going to get the warding spell before we did this boss, but again, that spell is really fucking broken. It reduces a lot of the damage you take. It's just going to make this fight way too easy. Like, I wouldn't even need these healing items if I used it. Honestly, the main problem, the main difficulty with this boss battle isn't really the damage they do, it's the gravity. And you'll see what I mean by that in a minute. Alright, more aged spice, that's good. Gonna need that. I don't know what for, but yeah, gonna need it. Alright, so this is the boss room. Let's get to it. This boss is called the Maneater. Seems easy enough, right? Just a mutated gargoyle. As you can see, we're fighting him on a narrow walkway, and he can use rushing attacks like that to knock you down. So gravity can be your enemy in this fight just as much as the damage he does. Because if they can very easily knock you off the edge if they get you at the right angle. It's easy enough to dodge past that attack though. Now, the remake of this game didn't really change much of the AI, so it can still be kind of glitchy. If you'll notice in this fight, the way they fly around is kind of wonky. So, yeah, for large periods of times, you will be waiting for them to come back to the ground so you can attack them again. So that's fine. Yeah, seems easy enough, right? But then, if you get him to low enough health, I almost rolled off the edge there. Yep, if you get him to low enough health, a second Maneater will spawn. This is the first double boss in a Souls series. Usually I wait until the second one spawns before I come up here because it is easier to stay alive when you're in the middle of the room as opposed to next to the edge. I would recommend you do your best to try and kill the first one before you kill the second one to mitigate the crowd control. It will make the fight a lot easier. As you can see there, he almost knocked me off the edge. Very cool boss fight, not gonna lie. It is a good idea to chop off their tail, because if you don't chop off their tail, the snake on their tail can shoot magic bolts at you while they're flying. So that can be kind of annoying to deal with. The snake on their tail can also buff them during the fight, so that's also something you want to take care of, make sure they can't do it. Get on the ground, you bitch. You glitchy motherfucker. Now, like I said, the AI is very wonky. They don't really know what they're doing half the time. Oh, I dodged right into it. Come on. I'm trying to bait him into doing his rush attack. There we go. And just like that, Maneaters are dead. And with it, we obtain another demon soul. And a power beyond human imagination. It's quite great. But yeah, we are very close to reaching our time limit for this video, so I think with all that done, we will end the episode here. Appreciate all the support I've been getting, if any. As you all know, I don't mind how many views or subs I get. I'm doing this all for fun. And I hope you guys are still having fun with this playthrough too, because I'm having a fucking blast. Well, thank you guys for watching.